Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome to today's class. The focus of today's class will be a core focus. So plenty of strength in the shoulders and strength in the core. So if you'd like to begin in the opening Shavasana by lying back onto your mats, allow your feet to draw towards the edge of your mat. As you gently lie back, allow your arms to come away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Take a deep inhale and sigh your breath out through your mouth. Taking another deep inhale. Sighing your breath out. Just letting go of any tension, stress or worry from your week as you arrive on your mat for your practice this morning. Taking deep inhales from the bottom of your belly, allowing the breath to rise up into your chest. Exhaling, relaxing your chest, feeling your stomach fall. Continue to breathe into your belly and up into your chest, adding length and control to your breathing this morning.
What you do there?
I think that's so you can mute yourself.
Right, so Lily, stretch it out.
There's that video one. Yeah.
Ah, no.
Begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers. Wiggling your toes. Moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side. Resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended. Join your feet together on your mat. Inhaling to raise your arms up over your head. Getting a full body stretch. Exhale, release. Inhaling to bend both knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Gently make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to thank yourself for arriving on your mat this morning. You might want to set an intention for your practice. Bow your head towards your hands. Open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's class, we'll warm up the wrists. So extend your arms straight out ahead and make circular motions with your wrists, just releasing any tension, deeply breathing, and the other direction, connecting to your breath, and exhale, release. You can drop your hands back down. We'll warm up our shoulders, so place the palms of your hands on the tops of your shoulders and make forward circular motions with your elbows, gradually making the circles wider, and the other direction, deeply breathing, and exhale, release. We'll now move into some side bending, so placing your left hand beside your left hip, inhaling, raise your right arm over your head, exhale, fold out to the left. Keep your right sitting bone rooted on your mat, reaching out through your right fingertips, breathing deeply into your side body. Inhale, gently come up, dropping your hand back down. Inhaling, raise your left arm over your head. Exhale, folding out to the right. Breathing deeply into your side body. Exhale, release. You can drop your hand back down. We'll now move into some spinal twists. So placing your left hand behind your back, place your right arm across your left knee. Inhale, extend your spine by lifting your chest. Exhale, twist out to the left. On your inhales, extend your spine. On your exhales, twist a little bit further. Breathe deeply. And inhale, gently come back to center. Placing your right hand behind your back, place your left arm across your right knee. Inhale to extend your spine. Exhale, twist out to the right. On your inhales, extend. On your exhales, twist. Deeply breathing. And gently, you can come back to center. You can now sweep your legs behind you, coming into tabletop position. The palms of your hands at the front of your mat. Your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are in line, with your knees tracking under your hips. We'll move into a cat-cow, warming up our spines. So on an inhale, lifting your spine towards the ceiling, dropping your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest. Exhale, dropping your belly button, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. Inhale, spine up, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Drop your tailbone, draw your chin towards your chest. Imagine you're pushing the floor away from you, rounding your upper back. Exhale, drop your belly button, lift your tailbone, open your chest. And inhale, gently come back to a neutral spine. Superhero pose. Extend your left leg straight out behind you. Extend your right arm out in front of you. Inhaling to lift your left foot off your mat, pressing through your left heel. Draw your belly button towards your spine to engage your core. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release. Repeat that on the other side. So extending your right leg straight out behind you, your left arm out in front of you. Inhaling to lift your right foot off your mat, pressing through your right heel. Breathe deeply. Pressing through that right heel and extending through that left arm. Exhale, release. In tabletop, gently tuck your toes and pressing into your hands, lift both your knees a couple of inches off your mat. Feel your core engage. Press through your shoulders. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. We'll repeat that one more time. So on an inhale, pressing into your hands and lifting both your knees a couple of inches off your mat. Feel your core engage. Exhale, release. We'll now move into extended child's pose. So join your big toes on your mat. Shift your knees out to the edge of your mat and sit your bum towards your heels. Extend your arms straight out ahead as you melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. Take 5 deep breaths here. Feeling your breath rise from the base of your spine towards your neck on your inhales, and on your exhales, feeling the breath travel from your neck down to the base of your spine. Increasing the length of your inhales and exhales with each breath. Gently come back up to tabletop. From tabletop, tuck your toes and keeping your knees bent, gently lift your hips to come into downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet here to stretch your calves and your hamstrings. Remain strong in the shoulders. Breathe deeply. from downward facing dog. Roll forward, shifting the weight into your shoulders, coming into plank. Take a deep breath. Inhale, lifting your hips back into downward facing dog. On an inhale, gently walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat. Keeping a bend into your knees, fold your upper body, allowing your belly to rest on your thighs. You can grab opposite elbows, allow your head and elbows to become heavy. Take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, pressing into your feet to make your way to a standing position. We'll now move into our sun salutations. So standing tall at the front of your mat. Connect to your breath. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, send your chest forward, palms on your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Lower your knees to your mat, keeping your hips in the air. Bend your elbows to lower your chest and chin. Inhale, slide your chest forward, opening your chest, low cobra. Exhale, move through tabletop, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take 5 deep breaths here. Remaining strong in the shoulders, spreading your fingers on your mat. As you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. Breathe deeply. Inhale, step both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. Second round of sun salutation A. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, sending your chest forward, lengthening your spine. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, upward facing dog, straightening your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting your hips. Stay here for 5 breaths. Distributing the weight evenly between your arms and your legs. Relax your neck. You can look towards your knees or your belly button. Breathe deeply. Looking between your palms, inhale, step both your feet forward, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head. Look towards your thumbs. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. Sun Salutation B. Inhale, bend your knees, raise your arms. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, send your chest forward. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bend your elbows, lowering your body. Inhale, opening your chest, straightening your arms, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your palms, your right ankle and knee is in line, your left leg is straight and engaged. Inhale, raise your arms, warrior one. Feel the foundation of both your feet. Exhale, release, framing your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back, bending your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. Inhale, raise your arms, warrior one. Feel the foundation of both your feet. Reach out through your fingertips. Exhale, release your palms, framing your left foot. Step your left foot back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Adding length with each inhale. Controlling each exhale. Inhale, step both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. Exhale, press into your feet to come to a standing position. Take a deep breath. As we move into our standing asanas, you can step your feet wide apart on your mat with both your feet facing forward. Feel both your feet grounding into your mat. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees. Turn your left foot slightly in. Raise your arms to shoulder level, feeling a nice opening in your chest. Inhale, lean out to your right hand side. And exhale, fold over your right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle, and raising your left arm towards the sky. You can look towards your left thumb. Feel the grounding of both your feet. Have nice length in your spine with energy through the crown of your head. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your right heel in. On the left side, turning your left foot out 90 degrees, turning your right foot slightly in, raising your arms to shoulder level. Inhale, lean out to your left hand side. Exhale, fold over your left knee, keeping your left leg as straight as possible and placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you raise your right arm towards the sky. You can look towards your right thumb. Breathe deeply, keeping length in the spine, feeling the foundation of your feet. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turn your left heel in. Side angle pose, turn your right foot out 90 degrees, turn your left foot slightly in, bending into your right knee so your ankle and knee is in line, placing your right forearm on top of your right knee, inhaling to raise your left arm over your head and focus on spiraling your chest towards the sky. Feel the grounding of your feet, feeling length in your side body. Breathe deeply into your side body. Inhale, gently come up, turn your right heel in. Turn your left foot out 90 degrees, bending into your left knee so your ankle and knee is in line, placing your left forearm on top of your left knee, inhaling to raise your right arm over your head and spiraling your chest towards the sky. Keep your chest nice and open towards the ceiling. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your left heel in. Warrior two pose, transitioning into peaceful warrior. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees. Bend into your right knee so your ankle and knee is in line. Raise your arms to shoulder level. Feel an opening to your chest. Turn your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger. Keep your right knee tracking towards the baby toe side of your right foot. Reach out through your fingertips. Breathe deeply. Peaceful warrior, drop your left hand to your back leg. Keep a nice bend into that front knee and raise your right arm towards the sky. Breathe deeply into that front body. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turn your right heel in. Take a deep breath. We'll repeat that on the other side. So turning your left foot out 90 degrees, bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line, raising your arms to shoulder level. Turn your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger. Breathe deeply. Feel the foundation of both your feet. Allow your chest to remain open. Breathe deeply. Peaceful warrior, drop your right hand to your back leg, keeping a bend into your left knee. Raise your left arm towards the sky. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your left heel in. And now you can join your feet together on your mat. Tree pose. So the setup for this posture is really important, so take your time. We'll start with the left side. So turning your right foot out, you can turn it out 90 degrees, and then gently ground down into that left leg. You can pick a spot on the wall for balance, and just lift that right foot as high up your left leg as possible, placing it against the inner side of your left thigh, keeping your right hip opened out. You can have your hands together at heart center or raise your arms over your head. Ground down into that left leg. Press that right foot against the inner side of your left leg. Lift out of your hips. Keep your spine nice and long with energy through the crown of your head. Feel the nice sense of balance and stillness. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release, closing your right leg, hip, extending your right leg. Preparing on the other side, so turning your left foot out, grounding down into that right leg, pick a spot on the wall for balance, and gently lift that left foot as high up your right leg as possible. It doesn't matter how high up the foot goes. And then press that left foot against the inner side of your right thigh. You can have your hands together at heart center or raise your arms over your head. Ground down into that right foot. Allow your left hip to be nice and open, standing tall. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release. Closing your left hip, extending your left leg, and make your way to the front of your mat. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. Press your knees together as you reach out through your fingertips. Breathe deeply. we'll move into a twist. So join your hands together at heart center, remaining in chair, and then twist out to the right. You can hook that left elbow across your right knee. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twist out to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Send your chest forward. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows to lower your body towards the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your palms. Your right ankle and knees in line. Keep that left leg straight and engaged. Join your hands together at heart center and twist out to the right. Keep that left leg straight and engaged. Draw your belly button towards your spine to engage your core. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release, framing your right foot and step your right foot back, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms, your left ankle and knees in line, your right leg is straight and engaged. Join your hands together at heart center and twist out to the left by hooking your right elbow across your left knee. Keep that right leg engaged, feeling the foundation of both your feet. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release, framing your left foot, and make your way to tabletop by dropping both your knees to your mat. And from here, extended child's pose, joining your big toes and sitting your bum towards your heels. Extend your arms and melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. Take 3 of your deepest breaths. Feeling the breath move up and down your spine. Gently make your way to a seated position on your mat. We'll now move into our core strengthening exercises. So from a seated position, bend your knees and draw both your heels towards your sit bones. From here, just extend both your arms straight out ahead and gently roll your spine back on your mat as slowly as possible. Feel your core engage, not collapsing, just releasing nice and slow. When you've reached the floor, engage your core and inhale, gently come back up. We'll repeat that one more time. You might have noticed a particular point where you collapsed. Just when that area comes again, just try and engage your core, remaining solid, gently releasing back with control. And when you've reached the bottom, inhaling to gently come back up. We'll now move into Navasana or boat pose. So again, bending both your knees, drawing your heels towards your sit bones. You can place your hands under your knee creases. And from here, lift both your feet off your mat. You can stay here for 5 breaths, or you can lengthen your arms and straighten your legs, coming into the full version. Keep your chest nice and open. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. You can cross your legs here. Place the palms of your hands beside your hips and lift your hips for a counter stretch. We'll do Navasana one more time. So picking your version, you can have your hands under your knee creases and lift your hips, or you can straighten your arms and straighten your legs. Engage your core and open your chest. From here, lower your feet and lower back towards your mat, keeping your upper back and feet off the floor. Keep your arms nice and engaged. Stay here for 2 breaths. You might feel shaking in your body. Inhale, come back up to Navasana. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. Again, moving into our counter stretch by crossing your legs and lifting your hips. We'll now move into side plank pose. So starting with the left side, place your left hand flat on your mat, and you can have your left knee resting on your mat and your right foot, your wrist, knee, and foot in line, and raise your right arm towards the sky. You can stay here for 5 breaths. If you're comfortable, you can stack your feet and raise your right arm, pressing into your hand and engaging the outer edge of your left foot to keep your balance. For an extra challenge, you can look towards your right thumb. Take 5 deep breaths. After 5 breaths, slowly release. Take a couple of deep breaths. And we'll repeat on the other side. So again, you can have your right hand resting on your mat with your right knee and left foot in line, and you can raise your left arm towards the sky. If you're comfortable, you can stack your feet and raise your left arm. For an extra challenge, you can look towards your left thumb, pressing into your right hand and engaging the outer edge of your right foot. These are the two contact points with the mat, so remain strong in these areas. Breathe deeply. And exhale, release. Take a couple of deep breaths. And you can make your way to a standing position on your mat. We'll move into squat pose. So your feet are hip distance apart, and you can turn both your feet slightly out. Join your hands together at heart center and bend your knees to sit your bum back, allowing your bum to draw as close as possible towards your heels. If you're down nice and low, you can use your elbows to push your knees apart, and you can push your knees back into your elbows for extra activation in the hips. Keep your chest open towards me. Breathe deeply. Inhale, press into your feet and make your way to a standing position. So we'll now move into crow pose. We'll have a nice play around with this for the next couple of minutes. So again, you can come back into squat pose. And from squat pose, you can lean your body forward and just shift the weight into your hands, just getting used to the weight shifting into your hands and shoulders. If you're comfortable, you can place your hands at the front of your mat. Have a nice bend into your elbows. Place your knees just above your elbows on your triceps. Pick a spot on the floor in front of the mat and keep your gaze focused on this area as you lift one foot and lift the other foot. If you're really comfortable, you can lift both feet. Doesn't matter where you are today, this pose takes a lot of practice. Usually takes a year for most people to feel comfortable. Just pick a spot in front of the floor, on the floor in front of your mat for balance, as it's just as much about balance as strength. Lifting one foot, lifting the other foot. And now you can gently release. We'll move into shoulder stand and halasana. So gently roll back onto your mats. And you can hug your knees towards your chest and stay here for 10 breaths. Or you can lift your feet towards the ceiling, coming into shoulder stand. Keep your hands on your lower back for support. Breathe deeply, keeping your legs as straight as possible.
There's the option now to come into Halasana by hinging from your hips and keeping your legs as straight as possible. You can drop your feet in behind your head. If your feet are still in the air, keep your hands on your lower back for support, or you can drop your feet in behind your head. If your feet are on the floor, you can tuck your shoulder blades under your body, interlocking your fingers and pressing your hands away from your body. You can close your eyes and draw inwards, breathing deeply. Gently bend your knees and roll vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your hips and feet towards your mat. As we move into the closing Shavasana, draw your feet out to the edge of your mat and gently lie back. If you have a blanket close by, you can place it over your body. You can also place a pillow or cushion under your knees, whatever makes you comfortable. As we prepare for the most important posture of this morning's class, it allows you to absorb all the benefits of your practice this morning. Relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your ankles, calves, the backs of your knees. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your hips. Feeling them open out like a book. Relax each of your fingers. Palms of your hands. Relax your wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Relax your shoulders.
Bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Relax each vertebrae, working your way up your spine. Relaxing your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Feeling your tongue draw away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your lips. Relax your eyes. Feeling your eyes draw towards the back of your head. Soften your eyebrows. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead, the seat of your mind. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next few minutes. During this few minutes, try and keep your mind focused on your breath. Naturally, your mind will become distracted. Just become aware of this distraction and bring your awareness back to your breath as we move into silence. bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers. Wiggling your toes. Moving your hands and feet. Gently rock your head from side to side. Resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended. Join your feet together and point your toes as you reach your arms up over your head, getting a full body stretch. Exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Take a deep breath here. Keeping your eyes closed, inhaling to make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Thank you all for joining this morning and sharing your energy. Express thanks to each of your classmates for sharing their energy this morning. As you rub your hands together, creating heat, creating energy, place the palms of your hands over your eyes. Blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms. Draw your hands away from your eyes. Namaste. Thanks, guys.